one of the things I like to talk about is, I guess, my growth as a leader, my growth in the doctoral program. Takes me back to Flint, Michigan, and my very humble beginnings, being the youngest of four boys, and being raised by a father who was from Arkansas, who picked cotton and in Arkansas, and before he migrated up to Flint, Michigan to work for General Motors. And my mom, being a child or growing up in Decatur, Mississippi, being childhood friends with one of the greatest civil rights leaders, Medgar Evers. She used to play with Medgar Evers, but they wanted me to earn an education. And being that my dad had a 7th grade education, he was always very proud of me and how well I did in school. My parents just recently passed on, and so they're not here to see me earn my doctorate, but I know they will both be very, very proud. Being raised in Flint, a very tough city, a rough and tumble city, but to leave there and to migrate up to Big Rapids and attend college there and to be able to impact and shape the lives of students has been a wonderful experience, and has been a very rewarding experience, and actually I found my passion. And so working in higher education is something that I'd like to finish my career at, but it's very rewarding for me to be able to impact the lives of other students. And I chose to do my dissertation topic because of my background in my doctoral program on mentorship and how that impacts the academic success of black male students. And so just delighted to be able to impact and shape the lives of students that I come in contact with each and every day.
Mentorship, I think, has been a very important component to our office, and years ago, we created pillars of service to our office, and under the direction of Matt Chaney, we saw that is a needed service on campus for students in so many ways, and I've been able to witness that firsthand with my experience with Matt, by providing countless opportunities for me for professional development and awareness on campus as a student affairs professional, as a young male of color professionally. It's been just essential to my growth and development, and without it, I don't know where I would be.
Mr. Chaney impacted my growth here on Ferris a lot, because before I was involved in any organizations here on campus, I used to stop in on the office and just talk to people, and then he was always trying to preach about, we unite ourselves because we're a small group here on campus, and he always used to enforce, leaders are readers, so you need to read, always inform yourself what's going on, and he always made you feel welcome. And you can always, whatever you have a problem, you can always step in Mr. Chaney's office and talk to him about it, whether it be about organization, personal, academic. He's always there to help you.
He knew, my background, and he knew what type of gentleman that I could become, and, the things that I had, me going into education. He knew that I can flourish and things like that. So
I believe mentorship is very important. Coming from a Detroit background, I knew a lot of my friends who didn't have a father figure at home, and when I came to college, Matthew Chaney has been like that father figure away from home. I could come to him and ask for guidance. He's always there, and he's a good support system that I need.
I think myself and my staff, my assistant director, Michael Wade, being able to serve in the capacity as mentors, talking to students, talking to them about what it means to be successful, talking to students what it means to be professional, what it means to have a good name, what my dad always instilled in me. Having a good name is better than riches and gold. Kind of shapes who I am as a leader. There was a book written by Navarez and Woods that talks about community college leadership and administration. And those two authors exclaim that in order for leaders, it's very critical that leaders be able to apply these 4 paradigms, and those 4 paradigms would be the ethic of justice, the ethic of critique, and the ethic of care, and the ethic of profession. And I think, as a leader, I try to apply each of those 4 paradigms to my leadership style. I consider myself as a servant leader. I think my motivation is to serve others first and lead second. And I think Greenleaf, who coined what servant leadership was all about, and I think he spoke about that, a leader being willing or having a willingness to want to serve first. One of the attributes of a great leader is that a great leader must know how to follow. And I think I learned that early on in my administrative career as a leader in higher education. And I think, I'm a combination of a servant leader and a transformative leader. I like to think of myself as a person who looks forward to inspiring my staff and inspiring my colleagues to do well and to propel the mission of the college and the institution. And so I think that's somewhat of what a transformative leader is, to inspire others to want to make change for the good of the organization. So that's who I am as a leader and a mentor.